Dear brothers and sisters, grace and peace be yours in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. At Bay Methodist Church, we are determined to maintain our loving community, albeit in unconventional ways. Why? Well, because we are convinced that despite all the uncertainty in our world today, God is still very much in control. And we are determined to carry out our Lord's command to love each other. I don't need to tell you about the fear that's gripping the whole world. We are confronted by it all day long. And because we cannot make the threat go away, we will have to abide whatever cautionary measures are appropriate. But in this time, while we take those precautions and deal with the threat, we do not need to succumb to fear. As I said, God is very much in control, and we should not let this virus rob us of our joy. It's likely many of us are facing a great deal of downtime. You may be working from home. Many of your favorite places to go have shut down. Social distancing keeps us away from people. You may be at loss at what to do with yourself as you hunker down and wait this out. But make sure you use this time wisely. Be productive at home, even though that may be difficult. A few days ago, the Washington Post told the story of Isaac Newton and an outbreak of the bubonic plague in England in 1665. In that year, 20% of London's population succumbed to the disease. Newton was a student at Cambridge at the time. The school was closed and everyone there was sent home. Sound familiar? They practiced social distancing back then, too. But while at home, for that extended length of time, Newton decided to put the time to good use. Without guidance from his professors, Newton developed calculus and discovered the laws of gravity. So, what are you going to do with this downtime? Hopefully you can be productive too. But whatever you decide to do, use some of this time for faith development. See this as an opportunity to slow down and reestablish your spiritual moorings. Remember once again how madly in love God is with you. He deeply cherishes the time when you turn your heart to Him. What an opportunity this is to deepen that relationship. Regain that sense that God is with you, seeing all of you do, noting every word, blessing every act of love, paving your path with glory, if only you choose to see it. Social distancing may make you feel isolated, but you are anything but alone. God is with you, only a breath away, merely a thought afar. Neither are we truly separated from each other. Technology allows us to reach each other no matter how distant we are. So use that telephone. Open your social media. Open that contact list and make contact with someone you haven't seen for a long time. You are not alone. You are never alone. And that's a blessing, of course. But sometimes it's a challenge. When you're stuck at home with others, even when surrounded by people you love, patience is required. And this is especially the case in times of stress like this. So let's be kind to one another. As Paul wrote in Colossians 3:12 and 13, as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. Bear with one another. And if anyone has a complaint against another, forgive each other. Just as the Lord has forgiven you, so you must also forgive. Good advice. So lead with appreciation for those at home. Don't let the stress cause you to be short or snippy. Let me close with these opening verses from Psalm 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. Please read the rest of the psalm for yourself. Enjoy your time with God and each other. I'm always available to you by phone, at least. Call me at 440-223-3510. I'd love to hear from you. God bless you, and I look forward to seeing each of you soon.